Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, what's up? My name is Crystal. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really appreciate it. Today's video is going to be all about the power of perspective. This is going to be the second episode in my Let's Chat series where I discuss things that I genuinely feel passionate about and want to share my own thoughts on. One of my favorite quotes is by Albert Einstein, and it says, "The mark of an educated mind is to be able to entertain an idea without accepting it." That's what I encourage you guys to do every single day. I encourage y'all to live your life that way, especially when you're listening to my videos or watching my videos, to be open-minded about the ideas and things that I express to you guys, because it is the mark of an educated mind to be able to do that. Ignorant people are the ones who are very, very stubborn and set on their ways and never want to hear anything about anything that's not what they want to believe, because I feel like maybe they're fearful that their ideas might change. Me, I'm open-minded. I'm always open-minded. I'm always open to hear and entertain new ideas, because that's how we get brain stimulation. So I've touched on perspective in other videos, but I felt the need to place a whole video on it on my channel simply because I've seen negative perspectives really put people's lives in bad places where it really shouldn't be, just because of perspective. I want to touch on your perspective of the world, your perspective of yourself, and how to shift it if it's not in the right place. Perspective of the world is your viewpoint on your surroundings, the things that go on around you, the things that you encounter on your day-to-day, activities, and how you respond to it. Somebody cuts you off in traffic, or somebody, pisses you off at work, or they give you attitude in the checkout line, and you respond to it negatively, you get upset, you allow it to affect your inner peace, and before you know it, you have a bad day. When we consistently let things upset us or let things really get on our nerves and really affect our overall, mood or perspective for the day, if you find yourself saying negative things like that, your perspective probably isn't where it needs to be. And I feel like people need to take this serious, because it's your life. And me personally, I take every single thing that I encounter, I take every part of my day, my energy that I'm feeling and the energy that other people are feeling and how it's affecting me, I take that very serious, because I am trying to live my best life. I'm trying to be the happiest that I can be, the best version of myself that I can be. Every single one of us has our own perspective of the world. And when I say every single one of us, and you think about your perspective of the world that you have, it might seem very personal. It might just seem like it's all yours and your own. But the truth is that it's written all over your face, it's written all over your body language, and that people around you, whether you're just passing by day to day, whether it's at work or school, people around you can feel it, and also your personal relationships can feel it as well. If you don't really care about how your perspective on the outside world affects you, then hopefully you care at least about any loved ones or dear ones that are near you, who truly do want the best for you and who truly want to see you on the right path and with the right mindset and with the right aura. And hopefully that can inspire you to acknowledge the fact that, okay, my perspective's not in the right place. I'm constantly letting myself get upset over things. I'm letting myself have bad days, bad weeks, bad months, bad years, and I don't have that time to waste. I don't have that kind of time to spend upset. And when you think about how many moments, because we think about things in increments, things come and go, we deal with things one situation at a time. That's kind of the way us humans live our lives. But when you think about, all of the things that really upset you, like genuinely upset you, not just kind of like upset you and you let it go, but things that you carried on throughout your day, you might not remember all of them, but when you think about all of the things that you've really gotten upset about in the last month or the last week or even in the last day, it actually adds up. And at the end of the year, if all you can remember is how many arguments you got in with your significant other, or the arguments that you got in with your family, or how you got pissed off at this one bitch because of this and that, and you almost fought this one bitch because this and that, that's a really negative headspace to be in, and I would want no part of that. If I was, you know, in a relationship with someone, or if I was friends with somebody, I'd be like, girl, skirt, back up. That's affecting my energy, that's affecting my inner peace, and I don't want any, you know, a part of that. I encourage you guys to be careful with, you know, the type of people you surround yourself with. Be careful with the type of people that you're, you know, hanging around and you're spending your time with, like I already said, because that really does affect your energy. And me personally, I put my energy and my, you know, peace at a very, very high priority. I always have. Once you start doing that, that's when you start getting people weeding out of your life, because, you know, their energy just isn't good for you. And guys, I want to let you know that that is okay. It is okay to protect your peace. Don't ever let anybody make you feel upset or guilt you into, you know, feeling like you're, you know, selfish. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to protect your perspective on the world and your inner peace. And if somebody is trying to like shift that, and you're starting to gravitate towards their negative habits and their negative mindset, girl, red flag. Toxic friendship, toxic relationship, exit the premises, please, because we are here for positive vibes only. We're here to be bad bitches, to be positive, to think positive, and to not be letting petty little shit get, you know, on our nerves, to shift our perspective and to make us think that that's just the way things are supposed to be. Negative, negative, negative. Because when we are constantly getting used to this cycle, it's what it is. It's what I just said. It's a cycle. These things will continue to happen. If you think that, you know, people are bound to piss you off, and this is bound to piss you off, and this is bound to put you in a bad mood, that's what's called your perspective. That's your viewpoint on the world. And therefore, whatever your viewpoint is, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're putting out into the universe, whether it's energy, aura-wise, or verbally to your, you know, surroundings, girl, that's what's going to happen. If you say, you know, I can't get this job because of this, or I can't, you know, go to school because of this, or I can't get this dream job because of this, and I'm just too this, and I'm just too that, or this person, this person, what? That whole attitude is what is girl. Don't be doing all that. Don't be doing all that. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. And, you know, what it really is you're asking for attention. When you have that negative sob me story, and some people might think, no, like, that's just how I feel. You know, really what's going on is people do that. What I say is people fish for compliments. I never liked this. I never, ever, ever liked this. And this goes for people fish for compliments, people fish for advice. And genuinely, straight out, ask me. If you want advice, or if you want, you know, help with something, ask me. Don't play the pity party. Don't play the, oh, I can't do this because of that, because I'm not going to want to help you. Because at the end of the day, we are all capable of whatever it is that we want to achieve, whatever it is that we need out of life. If we want it and we need it bad enough, baby, you gonna get it, okay? And if you don't get it, you didn't need it. You gotta stop letting that negative perspective will you into this cycle of negativity, and that is what is creating, you know, your negative outcomes. It's not the world, it's not your surroundings, because you can be anywhere. You can be in Las Vegas, you can be in freaking Ireland, you can be in, you know, Machu Picchu, you can be on the beach, but if you're not good right here and your perspective ain't on the right path right here, you're still all in your head, and you're never going to be happy. Stop letting things get to you that aren't meant to get to you. Every single day, you're gonna have tests. You're gonna have people that cut you off, that do this, that do that. They're gonna piss you off. They're tests. Stop seeing it as it's personal. For me, I don't take shit personally. You can come up to me and say, I think this about you. I think this about, you know, how you are. I heard this about you. Hear it again, bitch. I don't give a fuck. 100, what I believe is that what people think about me, what people say about me, is none of my business. I have too much focus going on here to let other people, snakes, people who are trying to bring me down, people who are trying to, you know, not see me on this high level, get to me. Because trials are placed in your way. God puts trials in your way, or the universe will throw, you know, obstacles your way. Whatever it is that you believe in, bad things are going to happen. Bad things happen to all of us. Stop letting these things that are meant to trip you up. because they win, they succeed, and you fail. And this is about your life. This is about how you are. This is about how you see things. This is about your perspective, okay? Not mine. I'm telling you that if you want to have a good perspective and if you want to really hone in on your positivity and your happiness and make that a priority, you're going to get to the point where that is what you start putting out into the universe, because you got to realize at some point that negativity produces negativity. You're going to start seeing that your friendships start dwindling, your relationships stop dwindling, and whatever the fuck is left is going to be toxic. But it's not because of other people, boo-boo. It's because of you. And you have to start changing that mindset if you want to see positive results. If you want to see good things happen to you, you got to change that mindset. You have to really believe that this is going to happen, because once your perspective is in the right lane, that's exactly what's going to happen. Positive things. What I do is practice every single day, day by day. It's not easy. I know I kind of make it seem easy in these videos. Just do this and just do that. It's not easy like everything else. Things that, add to your life, things that bring positive change to your life ain't easy, or else everybody out here would have everything that they've always wanted, because it's just so easy and they're just so happy. Look around you. How many people do you know in your own personal life that are genuinely happy, that are chasing their dreams, that are spreading positivity, that are wanting good for other people, that aren't jealous of other people? How many people do you really know though? Not many, because I know a lot of people, and I know, I experience a lot of people. I'm around a lot of people at work. I'm around a lot of people in my day-to-day life. I'm always out doing something, and I see a lot of people, and you can see that aura, like I mentioned before, that perspective and how other people see it. I see it. I'm a Cancer. I pick up energy more than any other sign. I'm like, I don't know. I have that empathetic gene in my bones, in my body, and honestly I hate it, but that's part of the reason why I try to spread as much positivity as I can, because I want to be the change I want to see in the world. And if I want to see positivity, that's what I need to put out. And so it is rare, it just because it's hard doesn't mean that you're not worth it. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. When you tell yourself you can't do it, when you tell yourself that this is just the way you are because of this and that, A, B, and C, reasons are all right here. Picture your reasons right here. You might have a handful of reasons, but how many results do you have? Where are you at in your life right now that you see results? Where have you really seen true results in your internal and external life? Your internal is what drives your external. Without your internal, you can have whatever, but you're never going to be happy. You're never going to be satisfied, and it's no way to live. You need to start thinking of your perspective and your day-to-day life as a priority, because your days are numbered. My days are numbered. We don't know how many days we have left. Some could be in the thousands, some can be in the millions, which I doubt millions, but some can be really high. And the truth and sad truth is, some can be really low too. Tomorrow could be my last day, could be your last day. I'm a realist. It's, people don't like hearing that, but it's true. If you knew how many days you had left, would you want to spend one more day or one more hour or one more week or one more year, bad, upset, bringing negative things your way, engaging yourself with negative friendships, engaging yourself with negative people, and letting these things that are meant to, stray you from your happiness, do that? Would you do that? Stop thinking that you're the only person that bad things happen to. You have to be realistic, and you have to know that every single person has their own struggles. That is not an excuse. Try again, boo. Because I have my own struggles, other people have their own struggles, so do you. But stop letting them affect the way that you see the world. Where you are at in life is a product of what you have put out in the world. where am I at? I am in a beautiful, beautiful apartment that I have manifested for myself, that I have worked really hard for. I did not let excuses, I didn't let a bad perspective keep me where I was or keep me down. I moved up the ladder. I am 21 years old. I got this place when I was 20. I am on my grind like this because I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to waste. Let me say that again. I don't have time to waste. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here, but I want to make these years count. And I know I'm smart enough to realize time flies. I don't know what year y'all are in, but 2019 for me went by like a fucking whoo, like it flew by. Like, I don't know if that was my impersonation of a bird, but it flew by. Like, literally, we are already about to be in October. I have a whole ass fucking jack-o'-lantern and spooky decorations behind me. The fuck? Like, these 9-10 months have flown by so fast. I don't want to know how it's going to be when I'm 23, 24. I can only imagine it's going to be going by faster. So you don't have time to waste. You need to be focusing on yourself, which brings me to your perspective of yourself, which is way more important than your perspective of the outside world. Because if you don't have a good perspective within yourself, how can you expect to have a good perspective of the outside world, right? So if you don't, see the world positively, chances are you're a little fucked up inside. That's okay. You're a product of the things that have happened to you in the past, and not all are pretty, not all are positive. I get it, I truly do genuinely get it. I'm a little fucked up inside too. Truth is, we all are. Let's figure out how to get, past all of that. Let's figure out how to get in the right mindset and how to start manifesting these beautiful things, so that way we can have a positive outlook on the world and we can start expecting good things to happen to us, and we can stop letting these bad things, get to us every day. Because something that I learned, it takes something out of me to give energy to something. It takes away energy. It does affect you physically. Like I said about your whole body language and everything, do not give your energy to things that aren't giving good energy back to you. You know what I'm saying? If you are putting in energy to something negative, it's going to suck the life out of you. These people, these things are here on this planet. It is a thing, that it's a thing that the universe or whoever created to keep, some people down. Hey, it is what it is, man. Bad shit happens, but stop giving your energy into it. It's your life. You choose what you focus on from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. You choose how you feel in your day, the things you do in your day, the people that surround yourself. Are you surrounding yourself with people who are adding to your life, who are making you feel great about yourself, who are, pushing you to be a better version of yourself? Or are you choosing to surround yourself with people who are constantly negative, who are constantly poor me, woe is me, I'm so sad, I'm so this, I'm so that? Get the fuck away from those people who are sucking the life out of you. Just focus on yourself and be very picky with what you choose to spend your time around, because that is what you will become. It is the truth. You can think you're your own individual all you want, and it's true, but you do become who you are around. It is inevitable. That's why I've distanced myself from, family members, and distanced myself from other people who I've, previously been around. And that's because I'm just trying to live my best life. Don't ever let anybody make you feel bad for that, okay? They will do that. That's, that's programmed in them. That's their natural response when they sense something or whatever. Girl, move on. It ain't working. You're not meant to fuck with everybody in the world. It's okay. Stop being a people pleaser. How you view yourself, the way you talk to yourself, and how it affects your outside relationships, your outside friendships, and what you can do to strengthen it. So if you're constantly thinking bad about yourself or saying bad things about yourself, internally or even externally, that tells people, how to treat you. If you meet somebody and they are insecure and they are, not feeling great about themselves, they don't view themselves as a great person, or they don't think that great or that highly of themselves, the sad truth is not everybody is going to notice that you're insecure and cater to that and try to build you up and make you a better person. People are going to take advantage of that. That's what people do, and they're going to bring you into toxic relationships. It's how you get into toxic friendships. It's how you build these negative friendships and relationships. I'm sorry, but when you get into toxic relationships, you cannot blame the other person. You just can't. It's not your fault. You have to stop blaming other people or other things for the situation that you're in. I was raised to, if you got yourself in a situation, you better get yourself out of it, because it is what it is. There's shitty people in this world. Don't be one of them, and don't let yourself be taken advantage or fucked with by these negative people who don't want good for you.
I need to get my phone.
Okay. It's okay. It's right here. I too, dealt with insecurity or things that, made me have a negative perspective or negative way that I viewed myself. It could be externally, it could be internally, it could be things of the past. Things of the past you have to learn to let go. You have to know that is no longer your life. You are no longer that person. Everything is susceptible to change. The only thing that stays the same is everything changes, including yourself. We are humans. We are constantly evolving, and I like to believe that I'm better today than I was yesterday. That's how I live my life, and we should always be evolving. We should always be changing. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. So whatever happened, whatever you did, whatever, what happened to you in the past, do not let that bring you down, and do not let that change your perspective or circulate your perspective around negativity. It literally doesn't make any sense. So you went through this thing, it was negative, right? It sucked. You shouldn't have had to gone through that, or you shouldn't have done that. You made a mistake, or this was a traumatizing experience. Okay, it sucks. Let's focus on that for a minute. We've all been there. We've all had shitty things happen to us. We've all been through traumatizing situations, or, we're dealing with things that really, really hurt us from the past. Bam. It is what it is. Imagine it in like this little box, separate from our life, because it's our past. It is separate from our life. It's not, in our current, in our present box. It's in our past box. Why would, it doesn't make any sense to allow ourselves to go through this traumatizing thing and then carry it with us through our everyday life and change our future. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it's very, very arbitrary to think that we as humans do that to ourselves, and we put ourselves through that much pain and suffering because, whatever it was, it happened. It may have been your fault. It may have not been your fault. Regardless, it is what it is. Keep it in that box and, grow from it. What people have done to you, the things that people do, that is their karma. What you do, as a reaction to that, that is your own karma. So if you react positively, and you choose to grow and learn from the situation, that's what's going to happen to you in the future, positiveness. But if you react negatively and you carry that with you for literally the rest of your life, that's all your life is going to be negative. And when people ask you what's going on, you're gonna be like, oh, like, back in 2012, I went through some shit, and it's gonna be like 2067, you know what I'm saying? You'll be like, bitch, that shit happened like a billion years ago. Let that shit go. Does that make any sense? It does not make any sense. To me, it just never made any sense. Of course, I go through things from the past and I still get sad about some things, and I'm like, but at the end of the day, I've truly moved on, and I've learned, and I've grown, and I've realized why those things happen. Because guys, you got to know everything happens for a reason. God is not going to put you through anything that you cannot get through. You just got to know that. If you don't believe in God, then, life is not going to throw obstacles at you that you can't jump over, girl. We are humans. Our mind and our bodies are very, 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 very powerful and elite thing. We're literally on top of the food chain. And you're over here mad, depressed over some shit that happened back in September of 2015. Let it go. Let it go. You deserve more than that. You deserve a better life. You deserve every single thing that you want in life, but you cannot get it if you're letting excuses from the past hold you back. Those people aren't your life anymore. That's not your surroundings anymore. Get over it. You can do it. You need to do it because you don't know how long you're gonna have left. So, don't live with regrets, guys. That's my biggest fear, is regret. Because regret, you can't go back. If I were to do something that I regretted, like wasting time on some stupid ass shit, I can't go back. There's nothing that can give me that time back. So choose, what you say, choose what you do, learn from experiences, choose very carefully and wisely so that way you don't have any regrets. And it's just uphill and uphill and conquering and conquering and conquering, because that's what you want. You want to see those things happen. You want a good life, and you can have it. You can have it. If your perspective on yourself isn't that great, not because of anything from your past, or if it's kind of in combination with who you are today, you don't like the way you look, you don't like your laugh, you don't like, the way that, your job makes you feel, you don't like your environment, you're not worth anything, you're ugly, whatever it is that you are telling yourself on a day-to-day basis, you need to cut that shit in the cord. Enough is enough. It's time to stop moping the fuck around. Get your ass up, okay? Get up, dust yourself off, and truly start believing you are beautiful. You are awesome. You're funny. You're like amazing, and you are with it, girl. Like, you are out here living this life. We got the same 24 hours, me, you, and everybody else in this world. We all got the same 24 hours. How's it filled though? How is your day filled? How is that 24 hours? How is it spent? Is it spent upset at yourself? Living in the past, letting things that happen today get to you with your head held down. Your energy's low. You get upset over everything that's thrown your way. You think that you're ugly on top of all of that. And your perspective is just literally in the fucking shithole. Is that how you spend your day? Or is it a quarter of that? Focus on eliminating that, because I don't got time for it. Mine's at a 0. I got 0 tolerance for negativity. I choose not to spend energy onto negative things. And that's including myself, because negative thoughts, they come up and they tell me certain things. You're not worth it, you're never gonna make it, you're never gonna do this, you're never gonna do that, and I ain't got time for it. Nip it in the bud. Focus on something positive. Go chase your dream. Your anxiety, your negative thoughts, they creep up when you ain't doing shit. It's a revolution that I have, recently encountered. I recently realized that when I'm not doing shit, when I'm not chasing my dreams, that's when my anxiety likes to come up, keep me there, keep me down, keep me in this cycle of negativity. But whenever I'm chasing my dreams, whenever I'm doing things that make me happy, doing things I need to be doing, living the way I should be living according to myself, because that's your own definition, the way you should be living. When you're doing that, your anxiety ain't got shit to say. What is it gonna say? It can't say anything, because you are too busy focusing on yourself, focusing on being better than you were yesterday, being in competition with yourself, trying to see results, focusing on them results versus reasons, because reasons don't mean shit. Results are, what get you where you want to be in life. So if you're not happy with whatever it is, if you feel like you're overweight, you feel like you're at this dead-end job, you feel like you're in this toxic relationship, just stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Put yourself in that right perspective that's going to motivate you, that's going to make sure, keep yourself accountable for how you talk to yourself. Don't listen to those negative thoughts that are in your head, bringing you down. That's just like other people who are put in your life to test you. You will test you. Your mind will test you. It will see what it can get away with, what it can say. Can it say, that you're ugly? Can it say that you're not a good person? Can it even get you to say it out loud and start getting other people to think that of you too? And if that's where you are in your life, you need to back it up. You need to figure out what it is, write it down, ball it up and throw it away and never go back there. Never be the person who you were, last year or last month or that time where you just weren't, that great. Don't let yourself go back there, because there's no reason why you can't be living a great life, and it all starts with your perspective, because it is so powerful and it has the ability to take you from up here to down here. Perspective has the ability to leave you alone in life, and that's not good. You should be out there chasing your dreams. So I hope, I know this video was all over the place. Most of them are going to be that way. It's a result of the not planning things out. But I hope I, spit some kind of motivation, planted that seed. And, I encourage you guys, take it day by day. Work on yourself. If anything else, if not anything else, if you ain't working on shit, work on yourself. Because, you can have whatever, but if you ain't working on yourself, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. Do the changes that you need to see in your life that's going to put you in a positive headspace. It's going to put you in a perfect and, better at least perspective. Alright guys, thank you so much for, listening to this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it, added something to your day, added something to your life. Before you go, please do make sure that you subscribe and hit the red notification bell, so that way you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if this video did get you some type of, feeling some type of positive way and planted a seed in your head, make sure that you give the video a like. I genuinely do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.